They flip it around. There's no one on yet. You can see how many people are. Orientation is locked.
Oh, really?
And won't let you do it that way. There's no one on yet. Hopefully some join.
It says it's live.
You can see how many people are on it. Oh. The weather's probably gonna affect it. We're gonna wait for a few more people to join. Let's see. And if there's comments, it will show right there. I'm not sure if it saves the video afterwards or not. I'm sure it does. But it's 2 people. I'll say hi to them. He's a little nervous. So you want to start?
Might as well get it done with.
Okay.
Is it ready?
It's been on.
Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. This is our first time doing a live shoot. Anyways, we're going to be working on the STIHL trimmer and FS56. It's been sitting around for a couple years, hasn't been started. I just dumped the gas out. It smells really bad, so we're going to take the carburetor apart, clean it up, see if we can't get it running. So hope you enjoy this live show. First thing I like to do on these 2-cycle engines is pop the plug out, make sure it's not scored or nothing. Make sure it's burning good before we get too carried away. And it was burning really, really good. If it was scored, it'd have like aluminum filings all over it and everything. So far so good. And these take a Torx T25 to take the air filter off. I'll pop the air filter out. We're in a pretty good rainstorm out right now. I'll make sure that gasket's not tore or anything. And we got a gasket between the carburetor and the cylinder. That's in really good shape too. So we'll unhook the throttle and we'll go ahead and pop this fuel line off. And if your fuel line is hard and brittle or something, just go ahead and change it. But this one looks like it's in good shape. Before I take it apart, I like taking some carburetor cleaner and clean it off so none of that dirt gets inside. And I'll go ahead and blow her off. So now we'll go ahead and tear it apart. It's a Walboro carburetor. Still uses Walboro and Zama carburetors on their stuff. And there's your little screen in there. That's what stops all the dirt and everything from getting inside the carburetor. That's nice and clean. And this diaphragm here is really stiff. So make sure your needle is working properly. So I'm gonna go grab a carburetor kit real quick and we'll put this back together again. Here we're going to be using the Walboro carburetor kit, a D10-WTA. And before you cut your package open, make sure you compare them with your old gaskets and diaphragm. Make sure it's the same. So on this side here, it has the ridges around it. That's where you put your base gasket on. And there's two holes where that pops in. And we'll go ahead and so that side there is ready to go. Then squeeze open your throttle a little bit so that you don't hit that adjustment screw. Go ahead and snug her down. Okay, now on this side here, we'll put the base gasket on first. Then our new diaphragm. Go ahead and start our screws. And we'll tighten her down. Make sure they're nice and snug. We don't want to tighten them too tight, you'll break them. Okay. And before I put it back on your high-low and mixture screw on the sides here, I like opening them up like about a quarter turn each. And when we fire it up, we'll fine tune it. So now we can go ahead and put this back on. Make sure the fuel line has a nice tight seal. If it don't, either cut the end off or replace the and make sure that gasket is on there. And put our gasket. There's a hole right here. Make sure that hole is on the bottom there. Then we'll hook up the throttle. Make sure that's nice and tight. Make sure your throttle's working. Choke's working. Now I'm going to go ahead and blow this out. The air filter. If it's tore, starting to fray apart, it's best to replace it. And I'll go ahead and set that back in there. I'm going to go ahead and blow it out. There's some dirt in there. The air filter cover. Slide it on there. I'm going to pop the fuel filter out of the tank and see how that is. Use like a wire and put a hook on the end where you can grab the fuel line. It makes it a lot easier. Kind of fish it out of there. It actually looks pretty clean. So I'll add some 2-cycle gas to it. I'm going to go ahead and put a new spark plug in there too. I'll go grab a spark plug. Before I do that, being that it's been sitting a while, I like taking some WD-40 and to put a little squirt in there just to make sure the rings are nice and lubricated. Okay, now let's see if this thing will start. And once I get it started, I'll fine tune the low and the high mixture. So on this here, push the button, put it on start. Have the choke on. There's no primer bulb on this one. And I'll pull her open. Once it pops once, and go ahead and take the choke off and put it like halfway till it gets running. And when it warms up, take the choke off. Well, that's a nice running little thing. Anyways, my first live video. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll probably be doing some more in the future. So if you have something in mind you want to watch getting fixed, send me a email or something. And when I find something, we'll do a video on it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good night.